the Brown boys, the Brown boys, the Brown boys, we the Brown boys, the Brown boys, we the Brown boys. Aaron Rodgers went off, and I love it. I love every minute of it because this is what we need. This is what we need more of. This is what we need more of. We need men. We need men that are not afraid to speak the truth. Aaron Rodgers say he was immunized. He never said that he got the juggernaut. He said he was immunized because he did not get it. He did not want to get it because it wasn't proven. Wasn't that he was selfish and all the things that the media said about him? They said he was selfish. They said he was all kind of things. They said his family don't like him. All kind of stuff they said about this man just because he did not want to be in some political game that we all know that now was all BS. So let's hear it. Let's take a look at it.
Excuse from.
But we talked about a couple times today because you've been very open about coming back for this year, last rodeo, and you talked about your wife saying, "Hey, have another year." Mike McCarthy being here, obviously a big deal. Can you tell us about the mindset of coming into your last season? Like that's a real thing. It feels like because is everything better? Is everything funner? Is everything more awesome? Like how do you kind of view this year versus maybe the years of the past?
I'm going to plead the fifth.
Okay. Okay.
Like
Gotta love that guy.
Okay.
Like that absolute coward, Tony Fauci. Absolute coward.
Yeah.
Hey, respect,
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. 111.
You got a
times.
pardon and you're in front of you and you pleaded over 100 times
Yeah.
at the White House. What are you scared of, Tony?
Yeah.
I thought you were the science.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought you were I am science, and you get up there and you can't answer a question.
Yeah.
What are we doing? And how much time did the network spend at that? How much time did they spend on my responses every week, on my vaccination status, on Taylor and Travis?
Talk your shit, Aaron. Talk your shit. He get to take this victory lap. Kudos to Aaron Rodgers. It's okay to be a man. This man was talked down upon. This man was disrespected. And now you see that Fauci couldn't even be a man and answer one question. What tie did you have on? What's the color of the rug? See, everybody think being a man is when everybody with you and everybody cheering for you and everything is going good for you. No, that's not, that's not being a man. Being a man is when everybody's against you. Being a man is when nobody's in agreement, but you still do the thing that you're pulled by that conviction to do. When you are a man, everybody can be against you and you'll still take the course because that's what you feel compelled by. And that's what he did. And not being a man is not front running when everything is going good. Fauci showed you that he wasn't a man because he loved the attention, loved to use this expert title when it was necessary for him to shut down the whole goddamn world, shut down people's businesses, my business. But then when these people, the media, and this is what I love about what Aaron Rodgers is doing, he's calling out the media. How much time did CNN, how much time did these news organizations that was pushing this vax mumbo jumbo, how much time did they spend on making sure they disavow Dr. Fauci, making sure they say the people that lost loved ones that they did not get to touch, reach, hold for their last breath, we apologize because they helped push this dumb shit. People died alone. Children were undereducated, they had to social distance and wear a mask. And you wonder why these kids are super weird now. We got a guy that want to feel important in life, shutting down the country, and the media was complicit on propping somebody up. They propped this man up, had Trump shut down the government. It's crazy.
I am science, and you get up there and you can't answer a question.
Yeah, 111
You got
times.
a pardon, and you're in front, and you pleaded over 100 times at the White House. What are you scared of, Tony?
Yeah.
I thought you were the science.
Yeah.
I thought you were I am science, and you get up there and you can't answer a question.
Yeah.
What are we doing? And how much time did the network spend at that? How much time did they spend on my responses every week, on my vaccination status, on Taylor and Travis's wedding? Did they do even a minute? Did they do even a minute on Tony Fauci?
No, I don't think I've heard
Nah,
anything.
I bet they didn't.
But on that note,
And there was another scandal this offseason, too, involving a voter for MVP, for Coach of the Year. How much time did your network spend? Did your network spend on
our
that?
network.
I wish
How much time did you spend?
Go back to Fauci. This is awesome.
Go back to Fauci?
Yeah.
Go back to the coward Tony Fauci and science?
Hold on.
Who's spending the entire time writing in his diary about how fun it is to be famous? You got to be kidding me.
Okay, so on that note,
What are you going to say about me now?
Debate him,
What are you going to say about me
no,
now?
I got no debate.
What are they going to say about you now? They're going to ignore you. When they're wrong, they ignore you. That's what they're going to do about you. They're not going to say Jack Judy. They're going to ignore you.
You had a 500.
No, seriously, what are they going to say about me now? Now you can't talk about the COVID stuff because obviously it was made, in a lab in China. That's like not even questionable anymore. Tony Fauci is an absolute criminal. I'm on good terms with my family. I'm on good terms with my family. What are you going to say now? What are you going to say
I
now?
want to let you know, it's been a fun ride for you. I would assume over the last
It's
couple.
been a great life and a great career. And it's nice to be sitting on this side now, especially after that coward played the fifth over 100 times.
Okay.
I thought you had a pardon there, Tony. Why couldn't you answer one question the entire time?
Okay, we have 4 minutes until the hard out.
Yeah, I got 4 more minutes. We can keep this shit going. We can keep it going. I got at least 4 minutes.
Okay,
There's a lot of silence, but I will say this: I got to give flowers to Stephen A. Smith, my old friend Stephen A., because he was man enough to actually admit and apologize to Kyrie Irving.
Yes,
So I got to
there
give shout out to my guy.
Well, I don't give him no shout out because he took money out of Kyrie Irving's pocket. Apology is not good enough. When you attack the character of a man over what he doesn't want to put in his body, when you tell, as a sports commentator, you tell teams, I wouldn't trust him, I wouldn't sign him for a long-term deal. No, that means Kwame Brown was absolutely right about Stephen A. And if you just give him the pass of just apologizing when that doesn't meet the level of what he actually does. Kyrie Irving was talked about in a way where he let his team down. You put together this team and now you bailed. They talked about him as if he was a quitter. They talked about him as if you can't trust him. He talked directly about his finances as a sports commentator with Kwame Brown around saying that's all they pay him to do. And he's on camera saying, I wouldn't trust Kyrie Irving with a long-term deal. I don't understand this, but I do understand that as long as you have the ability to give a person a podcast, put a person on, lead them in the right direction, you're going to always have people that's going to lie for you. The news had vax commercials. I knew they were capping. They got paid to tell us to get the vax. It was a conflict of interest. Salute, bro. Kyrie legally has to be paid by the Nets per the NBA courts ruling on COVID-19. Yeah, he ended up getting his money. But he lost his endorsement deal. He got no more going to the park and connecting with the kids. I told y'all this was bigger than that. The same way they're taking this WNBA thing that we're going to touch on a little bit more, they're taking that and they took one girl's opinion and now they're starting to make its rounds all around the WNBA. They're asking everybody about this shit now. But it was first about one person. So this whole situation is gonna blow up in these people's face. This Kyrie situation, this apology from Stephen A. I just think it's all weak to me. I think that's all the more reason you got to examine how did this start in the first place, where you think you have a right as a sports commentator to tell people what they can put in their body.
Stephen A., you are not a coward. I appreciate you.
Okay, can we talk about? We'll wrap up that conversation.
Other than that, there's been a lot of silence. I feel like, like 19 seconds about one subject. Oh, don't talk about that. We can talk about Rex Ryan's foot fetish, but please don't talk about anything else right now. Don't talk about any scandals involved. Don't talk about pop culture. Talk about Taylor and Travis's wedding. Yeah, what do the insiders know about that? But don't talk about shit that actually has to do with our business or righting wrong.
Can we remind people? Can we remind people a little bit why you're doing all this? Can we remind people?
No, I don't care.
Okay, so in 2020, okay, we were there for all of this.
2021.
Sorry, 2021.
It really went down.
Okay, there was a 500-page report
Twice
that Aaron looked into with many doctors about his body and said vaccination. Now, that became a talking point of COVID, I believe, around the entire globe. And the only reason why I know that is because
I was coming on the show every week.
I was called a murderer because I was platforming Aaron Rodgers, who was making the decision that was best for himself. So as soon as I see all this start happening with Fauci, I knew that, boy, you were certainly having it. So it's murderer because the only reason why I know that is because I was
coming on the show every week.
I was called a murderer because I was platforming Aaron Rodgers, who was making the decision that was best for himself. So
Wow. This is where we're going as a society, where they call Pat McAfee an unaliver because he allowed someone to come up and talk. And yeah, they was connecting that to the people who didn't get the vax. They bullied them into getting the vax by saying, oh, you're trying to unalive old people. You're trying to unalive this person. They bullied people by guilt tripping them. That's crazy. An unproven thing that could be doing God knows to whatever to somebody's body. We already know that it's certain people that's attached to the government, Bill Gates, that talks directly about population control. It's people that's buying farms that's directly tied to buying water and farms and things that you could. I don't know anything that I'm talking about. This is a disclaimer. This is all entertainment. This is all jokes. I don't know nothing.
So as soon as I see all this start happening with Fauci, I knew that, boy, you were certainly having a time because your name was slandered. You were called a murderer. You were called a lot of things. And
I was endangering my teammates and this and that. Now look what happened. We talked about they suppressed early treatments. They lied about where it came from. Tony Fauci's writing in his journal about, I don't want to, create any vaccine hesitancy if I tell them what the actual stats are. How many papers have been written? How many McCulloughs and Malones and all the great doctors out there who actually did treatment on the front end and repurposed drugs that are the safest profiles in the world. But no, Tony Fauci pushing his medicine just like he did back in the 80s. And now when you have an auto.
Just like he did back in the 80s. What drug did Tony Fauci push back in the 80s? Does anybody know? Kwame, his handling of the HIV pandemic. He handled the HIV pandemic? Oh, Lord. Kwame, he took black baby orphans and shot them up with HIV. And somebody decided to make this some, you know what? Let me not say that on here. So yeah, he had something to do with the HIV virus. He found the HIV virus. This mother probably let that go too. Allegedly, I think I snapped.
Auto pen pardon.
Hey, Jay, you know what happened.
You have an auto pen pardon, but and you can't answer one question.
Hey, now real quick,
not even your name. Come on. What do we do? And how much time did the network spend on that?
Hey, can we do something for you real quick?
How much time?
Hey, can we do something for you real quick?
Yeah.
Hey, way to stand on your truth throughout the entirety of that thing.
Well, I feel great about it.
Congratulations.
Yeah, you should.
I feel great about it.
Congratulations.
I told you I'd be on the right side of history when I had that mustache and we were in New York.
Yeah, you had that Halloween party that killed a lot of people, remember? You had that Halloween party.
Oh, yeah. We were a 10,000 square foot warehouse with 21 people. And, the I Am Science has 6 foot of distancing. That'll be a good thing. We can scare them enough. They'll probably take this vaccine that's had 0 trials done for it. You have no idea what the consequences are. There's no informed consent. You can't even look at the insert to know what you're doing. They're not even, pulling the plunger back to make sure that they got it in the right spot in the arm. Like, what are you even talking about here? the insanity. I sat here amongst a lot of actually brave Americans who avoided the $1 trillion propaganda campaign that was hijacked on the American public. And look at us now.
Hey, way to go.
Do you have anything to say? Do you have anything?
No, Aaron, they don't have anything to say because they want people to believe in experts. And I don't believe in experts, and a lot of people don't. You may be more well-versed in the field, but you should have to show and prove. We shouldn't just believe what you say just because your title. You should have to show and prove. And so, no, they didn't ask. The people that put him in place did not ask for him to show and prove. And he was such a narcissistic, in my opinion, that he's writing everything that he really think in his damn journal. So it's sad. What this country went through was like nothing else. And it hopefully, well, shit, he handled the AIDS epidemic. Oh, have mercy. Fauci, disgusting human being.